Hello everyone, and welcome back to a new episode of Invisible Ink. We just finished mission 1, so it's time to start upgrading agents. And speed, as it turns out, was 500 credits, not 600, I wasn't sure, now I know. And we have just enough to buy something else if we want. Monster is offering distributed processing, which is like not that great. It's exactly all of our money. Which is like a little bit, I don't know, is it a sign? Probably not. Yeah, we don't really need power that badly. So let's see where we're planning to go next. There's a detention center that could be interesting. 2 sets of executive terminals and a vault. I'm sort of inclined to go vault detention center, or even detention center vault. I don't normally love executive terminals, but right now our set of missions available is not so great. And this one is conveniently close, right? Just 6 hours? 8 hours? I can't quite tell. I think it's 8. And it would really, like, open up a lot more. I don't know. We kind of have a decent plan for the next couple missions, right? Hit the vault, hit the detention center, get a 3rd agent, right? It'd be nice to find like a chief financial suite just sitting around right here to hit before the vault, but I think that that's a pipe dream. Just take the 2 good missions you have available to you, even if one of them is in Plastech. Gross. And like vaults are great, even if you can't get to the center. There's a lot of money, and that gets you the speed upgrades you need to get started early. So I think that we will just buy a strength upgrade for Prism. I wish I had 20 more bucks. I would happily get another speed upgrade instead, but especially heading into a vault, we might need to carry away some loot, so sure.
This is a culprit.
Destination lock acquired. Coordinate threshold 99.
All right. Pretty straightforward first move, right? Move everyone down here. And then peek. Yep, nice easy turn 1. Alright, no one's coming in, so let's get the door. Camera. How important is it to get banks in there this turn? Because now, of course, we could have, and maybe should have, last turn, after peeking with one of the agents, opened the door and then peeked with the other. They each had a move. But I didn't want to get any guards' attention. So I think it was safer to just wait. If we had done that, we'd have been able to get the camera. So one thing we could do is have Prism go disguised and hit this camera with her Buster Chip, and that lets Banks in this turn. Or we could just hit this with a Parasite and wait one more turn. Do we need the turn or the 2 power? It's like the 2 power and the Buster Chip charge. I think I'd rather have both of those available than have an extra turn. Maybe that's wrong, but especially in Sankaku, power and Buster Chips are valuable resources. I will move Prism to here, just so we have a bit more of a head start next turn. I could Parasite this, but there's no rush, like we have $80 or something, 280 I guess. No real hurry to get in there. I don't hear any guards nearby, so we should be able to explore pretty quickly starting this turn. Big room. This guy must be stationary, right? No, he's patrolling, we just didn't hear him. Okay. So I think we'll have Prism wait here, get a handle on what's going on in that room. See if any more guards happen to be crossing it. And send Banks down here. Okay. I think we probably would have heard if any guards were coming in here. But it's only saving us a couple of moves to get here, and I don't think we need them that badly. So instead, I will just Parasite this. We could Parasite this guy, but I'd rather not. It would make him angry for the rest of the mission, whereas we can just leave him alone pretty comfortably, I think. Yeah, he's moving exactly diagonally, so that's nice and easy to remember as well. No guards were coming into this room, but that doesn't mean that I can open this door without peeking, because I don't really have a place to hide. Even after peeking, I can't open this door. I need to have a full turn available. Like, I need to have more movement points available to escape whatever possible issues could arise from a guard coming through this door. I'm not going to head down this way. I'm going to go up here. But the only way to get there while being in cover from this drone is here. I have quite a few move points to spare if I'm going up there, so I think let's try to get a view of as much of this room as we can on the way up. And before we move here, let's peek. Okay, there's no like guard standing there staring here for some crazy reason. Okay. That's everyone. Now let's go ahead and hit this shock now that it's finally free. That is to say, now that it finally costs 0 power, not now that it's finally available. We could have picked it up some time ago at the cost of just 1 power, but I was in no hurry. I don't need the power too much either, I guess, but... yeah, let's come up here and get disguised. We're now... oh, do I want to grab this guy's power? I'll have... yeah. I'll have enough moves to still get up to the door. I won't be able to peek through it, but that's fine, I guess. Not, at any rate, a humongous deal. Okay, I hear the server terminal somewhere. Where is it? Hello? I heard it a minute ago. Oh, it's in here. Yeah, it's right there. Okay, that makes sense. Anything else we need to parasite at the moment? No. Both of our agents have moved. Yes. Well, I wish I hadn't had to do that, but I wasn't sure if he was coming into the room, and if he was, which way he was going. So it seems safer to ambush him than not. And there's a drone as well. Okay. So Banks sort of has her work cut out for her, I suppose. Prism has found a completely useless corner of the map to enter. Great. There's not a clean way to get past this guy quickly. Not a clean way to make use of our disguise, I should say. On the other hand, I could have sprinted. I should have, like, I don't know, turned on sprint before I peeked so that I could run away quickly if there turned out to be nothing, since there are no sound bugs in the area. We could hack this drone to simplify things. It lets us get Prism into the action a bit quicker, and also lets us in here without the demon. I think that's probably a pretty reasonable play. So... we kind of want both of these things. And... kind of funny how it changes the routing to get to these two places, even though, like, they both involve this one as an intermediate step. So they should use the same path to this, I would think. I mean, it doesn't make a huge difference, but kind of weird is all. We could hack this drone and get him to stand in here for us. I think that's probably an okay choice. Oh, there's another camera back there, huh? Can he actually move that far? 1, 2, 3.5, 4, 5.5. He actually can't get into here from there, right? What about from his other location? 3, 6, 1, 2, 5. Yes. So what we want to do is hack him next turn. So we might as well just parasite him, keeping the Buster Chip available for later, and then make use of him next turn. We'll go ahead and loot this safe, and this drone is a bit of a bother, for sure, but it should be okay. We've got this guard, like, to take care of, but with Banks, that's not such a big deal. Boy, how many things do I have parasited? A lot. Alright, I guess we're gonna just lay low for a bit, huh? Babysit the guard and... yeah, okay, fair enough. Prism's done though, right? Yeah. Now we hacked all the stuff we needed, so we could leave that guy there. I'm not really sure what's the right thing to do. Yeah, sprint to, like, here? Maybe here. Since if anyone hears us here, we can just duck behind this wall. But if someone hears us here and comes to investigate, we'll be in bad shape. Whereas if we don't sprint, we can only get to, like, here, which is not so great. Yeah, that seems okay. Just don't take this blast move, because it could put us in quite a bit of danger, even though, of course, it probably won't. If we were to be carrying this guard, we could get to here. That's a nice place to hide him, and also makes some useful progress with Banks. This is a vault. We haven't yet found the exit. Okay. Yeah, I would sort of like to get him into the room. Of course, grab this, and might as well grab this. Fine. I guess I shouldn't have grabbed the safe, because we're not going to be able to get it this turn with the drone staring at it. So we could have saved one more power by waiting a turn to grab the safe. Rogue and Taurus? God, these are all bad. They're so awful. I just really cannot justify... I can't believe it costs... Spend 2 power to reveal a safe. Like, I found all the safes in all my missions last game. Every time. Didn't have to use Rogue once. Like, ugh. How much worse could a program be? I mean, it can help you discover the layout of the facility a little bit. Like, on turn 1, Rogue could be okay. But after that, no thanks. We could get to here and, with our disguise on, and Buster Chip this. But I think I'll just save the Buster Chip for this safe. Facility database? That could be a little useful. It's worth the 1 power investment, sure. This drone is going to wake up? Ah, but we can be inside the room already. Great. This square is hidden from the camera. Okay. Yes. That's much better than waiting to enter the room. Yeah, checking the paralyzer cooldown here. It's actually going to count. The paralyzer is going to be online sooner than this guard is. So if we have to, we can re-paralyze him, which is convenient. Okay. Carry on. It'll be nice to let Banks open this door to let Prism in, because it looks like she's going to get a bit stuck otherwise. No, this maybe goes through. No. Well, I don't know. This could be a wall or a door. Can't really tell. Here's some power, which we don't really need, I don't think. So I'm just not going to spend the moves on picking it up. Should I open this door now? Sure. There is a camera there. All right. And it does have a door, but it's another guarded door, so it's convenient that we have Banks to let us in. I shut the door so I can walk here. And let's just parasite this. We'll get in next turn. What to do with Banks? It's very important, I think, that we get this door open for Prism. It's not so important that we pin this guy. It would be nice to get this, but it... 7.5, huh? Okay, let's get here first. That leaves us to 7.5 moves. Then 1, 4, 5, 6.5. We can get back into cover and grab the safe. And then a couple turns later, we can duck through here. Maybe get back to paralyzing. Paralyze this guy again and pin him some more or something. But the important... where did this guy go? He comes up to like here or something, doesn't he? 1, 2.5, 3... 3.5, 5, 6. So I think he ends up here. Yeah? Here? I mean, at any rate... don't know, I suppose if I completely misremembered things, he could come here and see this spot. So maybe I shouldn't end my turn there. We'll just come grab the save. And I mean, again, we could hack that guy if we had to. We can hack this guy if we have to. But he's not going to be a problem for a little while. If he ever is at all. Yeah, he goes up there. Oh! I forgot. We didn't get this camera after all. Oh well. Yeah, so we could hide here. That would be fine. We can scout the room a little bit more if we stand here and then go here. Yeah, found a safe. Sure. Well, okay. I feel a bit dumb for hacking this camera since we're gonna just waltz through here. But we have plenty of... Knock it off. We have plenty of power. The thing that we don't have an unlimited supply of is time. So I'm going to go ahead and just get into this room now. Oh, and put down a parasite on this as well. Where the... Oh, I see. Where is the vault? This looks like the vault? And this is the exit? I'm not very happy about that. It's going to be quite... Yeah, I should have paid more attention to the facility database, actually, because this is not the shape of an exit room. And, importantly, this is not the shape of a vault. Like, where's the back room? It's just too small to be a vault. So the vault is up here. And I sent Prism down this way because it seemed useful, but we actually have to get her up here. And now, it's not actually much further. She was already down here when we figured out the facility database, I think. And coming through here was as good as coming up this way, I think, more or less. But, okay, so we want to go up this way and then here later. Could hack this guy a bit, but there's no real reason to. And I think we'll leave Banks to paralyze this guy again. Okay. Could sprint, but there could be sound bugs in the vault area, or maybe even some human guards. There should be one somewhere, and I don't remember having seen him, so he must be up in here somewhere. Yeah, there's the vault. Okay. Well, we kind of need to hack these things, yeah? And I'm in a bit of a hurry about it, so we can spend a couple parasite power. Paralyzer's almost ready to go again. How many turns does this guy have? 3. So knocking him out again will not increase his timer. We could even, like, this guy is maybe going to be a nuisance in a bit. Nah, he's just going nowhere. Although I do want to hit the shop if I can. It's not a high priority. Yeah, I feel ready for next turn. Oh, that's the human guard. We KO'd him. And he did have, Oh, did he not have a pass card? I don't see his pass card, actually, so there must be another human guard who's in charge of holding the pass card. The Buster Chip is still on cooldown. We could trigger the demon to get in there faster, but that's not useful since what we actually need to do is hack this stuff. Yeah, it might be nice to have Banks leave this guy with 6 turns to go and try to get towards the shop once this drone stops being such an issue. I am confused about where the guard with the pass card is. Like, did I just forget something? I don't know, it's weird. Okay. Also, I've been spending Parasite power pretty carelessly. Like, putting a Parasite on this last turn was sort of silly, since if I waited 1 turn, it would have cost me 2 less power, and, well, actually, it sort of is the bottleneck, isn't it? So maybe it was right to do that. But I should be thinking a little bit more about the ordering, the timing, and all that. I am not going to touch these until I'm ready to leave. Actually, since we could use our Buster Chip on this, it turns out we don't need to have hacked quite as many firewalls off of this, so maybe we could have saved the 2 power from the Parasite. Not a huge deal. We have enough, I think. Well, actually we don't have a ton of power now that I look at it. How exactly would I get back to the shop if I were so inclined? I guess the thing to do would be to spend 1 power on that guy. Can he get into this room? 1.5, 2, 3, 5, 6. He can get to here. So as long as I'm standing, like, not in direct line of sight of that, I can come on in. Yeah, and he's leaving anyway, so I didn't need to do that, I guess. But this'll make him less of an issue later in getting back from the shop towards the exit. The reason that I didn't loot that display case earlier is I still don't understand the rules about, like, when hacking bank or vault stuff causes security officers to come in and when it doesn't. Should be perfectly fine to sprint here. It's a rare luxury to be able to sprint in Sankaku. That's something that you get in the early game that you don't get very often later on. Because of the sound bugs that they install. An econ chip. Now, that's kind of like, money is not exactly the bottleneck after the very early game, so it's like, I don't know. Right now, we sort of are in the very early game, so it's pretty good, right, in principle. But you have to spend $800 to get it, and then you have to get how much power? 16 power that you could have had as power turned into econ, just to break even. Now, that certainly is achievable. But since the early game is the most crucial point to be getting all the money you can, and you need to upgrade your agents to ramp up quickly, spending $800 to get, 16 power, we could pick it up in one mission, maybe two. We'd have to spend a lot more time because the cooldown on this thing is ridiculous. It's a bit difficult to use it on all the consoles in a mission. But, with careful play, we could probably do it in a mission or two. But after a mission or two, we'll be kind of set already. We won't need all the extra cash, and we might start needing the power for something. So I think I'm going to say no to that. But it certainly is tempting. The plasma gun, not my favorite. It's okay. I'll just sell the charge pack. The plasma gun is okay, yeah, a lethal weapon, sure, but not really my style. Especially with such a stealth-oriented team as Archive Prism and Banks, who really are just about... Both of them are about non-violence. Well, I don't know. Banks is a bit of a weird case because her starting equipment is very violent, right? She's got a weapon and a paralyzer even to keep guards down after you knock them out. So she's got a more... I feel like most agents who have weapons, I tend to view them as defensive tools. And Banks, by virtue of having that paralyzer, actually it's kind of an offensive tool that you can use. By if there's a guard who's causing you trouble, you can actually go in there and disable him for quite a while, as opposed to the other agents. When you disable a guard, it sort of has to be you're gonna leave right after that. Let's turn that back on. Don't let anyone in. Doesn't do anything, of course, but. So I don't know. Banks is sort of an interesting case. She sort of has a slightly different approach, but that's with her items. Her starting augment is very defensive, very stealth oriented, I should say. By letting you get into rooms with pass cards without having to find and deal with the guard who has the pass card, it lets you do a lot more stuff without having to interact with guards than other agents might. So I feel like this whole team is very, very stealth-oriented. It's a stealth game, of course, but if you ever played with Draco and Shalem, you can play it pretty aggressively. We could wait on this guy and paralyze him again. Doesn't really seem that exciting to me. We're on our way out. There's nothing that's going to get in our way. And if it does get in our way, we'll deal with that then. I don't know. Let's grab that guy. I would really like to find a server farm, is what I would like. So that we can get just something simple like lockpick would be great. Aha, there is another guard here. He's patrolling. Okay. I guess we can just head on in there, right? We don't need the power supply for anything. Yeah, just keep the drone pinned with Banks and bring Prism here. We can maybe distract the guy on a future turn. Maybe I should have distracted him up to here this turn, now that I think about it. Oh well. Anyway, he's not much in the way. So we can get Banks in position to knock this guy out this turn, which should solve all of our problems. Another chargeback, sure. There's the one with the pass card. Can't quite get to the exit this turn. Oh well. We should be fine. I don't know. Parasite the other drone. Start a food fight before we go. We could have one drone kill the other drone, but there's really no reason to do that, and it'll just cost us money. And away we go. So another perfectly fine mission, although this one did take a little bit more time. And also we KO'd a couple more guards, but it was all in very controlled circumstances. Nothing I'm worried about.
Bring a key card next time.
Yeah, she's very critical. Okay, well, another successful mission. On our way to a good playthrough, I hope. I guess this episode is over, huh? Who could have guessed? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.